Well, good day. This is Wayne Albright, and I'm returning to my Philadelphia Phillies Best 8 Teams Double Elimination Tournament. We have reached the winner's bracket final. I'm highlighting it right there. Neither team will be eliminated from this tournament. The loser will go to the loser's bracket final to face the 2008 Philadelphia Phillies. We have two very good teams for this game, and I'm going to go to show you the teams are the 1980 World Champion or World Series Champion Phillies with a record of 91-71. They beat Kansas City in that World Series, and they will face the 1977 juggernaut of the Philadelphia Phillies, 101 wins, 61 losses, and National League East champions that year. They lost in the National League Championship Series to the Los Angeles Dodgers. They are the second seed in this tournament, and the 1980 team is the 8th seed. And you can see it here on this chart. We have reached the winners bracket final. Tongue got tied there. 1980 went through 2011 team. Then they went through the 1993 team to get to where they are. Meanwhile, the 1977 team beat the 2008 team, which will await the loser of this game. And then they went on to beat a similar team, 1976. Similar record, seeded number 3 to get to this point. So we have 3 teams remaining in this tournament, the 2nd seed, the 7th seed, and the 8th seed. The top seed was eliminated in the loser's bracket the previous games, back in game 10. Back in game 10. So we are now in game 12, and the winner will go to will win the winner's bracket and await the winner of the loser's bracket final in the next game. So let's go out and see what we've got here for this game. I'm expecting a very good one. And here we go. We are at Veterans Stadium for a night game. Clear. It's kind of chilly. 44 degrees. The wind blowing in from right field. Each team is 2-0 in this tournament. And we will start off with the 1980 Phillies lineup. I do want to mention that I control the defensive strategies and substitutions for both pitching and batting. The computer will give an initial defense, and I may or may not change it. The computer controls the rest of the on-field action. So the Philadelphia Phillies of 1980 will be led off by Pete Rose at first base, batting second, Manny Trio, the second baseman, batting third, Mike Schmidt, the third baseman. Batting fourth, Greg Luzinski, the DH. By the way, I will be using the DH. I have done it through the tournament. Batting fifth, Gary Maddox, the center fielder. Batting sixth is the right fielder, Bake McBride. Batting seventh, Lonnie Smith in left field. The catcher, Bob Boone, bats eighth. And the shortstop, Larry Boa, bats ninth. And Larry Christenson, the right-hander, will be on the mound for the 1980 Phillies. He was 5-1 during the regular season, 14 games, 4.03 ERA. For the 1977 Philadelphia Phillies, won 101 games, like I've said before. Number 2 seed. Gary Maddox leads off and plays center field. Richie Hebner plays first base, bats second. Mike Schmidt at third base, bats third. Greg Luzinski in left field will bat fourth. Bake McBride in right field will bat fifth. The DH is Jay Johnstone. He'll hit sixth. Tim McCarver, the catcher, bats seventh. Ted Sizemore, the second baseman, bats eighth. Larry Boa at shortstop will bat ninth. Jon Lonborg will be the right-hander on the mound for the 1977 Phillies. 25 games, 11-4 record of 4.11 ERA. Both of these starters are the third pitcher in the rotation. I did toy with the idea of putting both the number ones back in, since there have been several days off, 4 in fact, for the starting pitchers of the first game. but I decided to go with the third team or the third pitcher in the lineup in the rotation. That way, the championship will feature the top pitcher for the winner's bracket, and going into the loser's bracket, they will have their top pitcher facing, I believe, the top pitcher out of 2008. So we'll see how this goes. Both teams, I believe, have an excellent fourth starter that they could use and fill in. So plenty of pitching, well-rested teams, very good teams, and let's get out to the ballpark and get this started. We're at Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, and the home team, 1977, will feature the white with red stripes uniforms, and the road team, which is the 1980 team, will feature light blue or baby blue tops and gray pants. So the defensive alignment for the 1977 Phillies: Greg Luzinski in the left field. Gary Maddox starts in center field, covers a lot of territory out there. Bake McBride in right. Third baseman is Mike Schmidt, Larry Bow at short, Ted Sizemore at second, Richie Hebner at first. The catcher is Tim McCarver, and Jon Lonborg will be the starting pitcher for this night game in Philadelphia. So Pete Rose leads off, batting .222. He's a switch hitter. He's batting left-handed. So we're getting started. The first pitches of this game. And it's a 2-2 pitch from Lonborg. And it's popped high in the infield, the center of the infield. In to get it is Sizemore, and that will be the first out. So we've gotten things started here. Manny Trio will bat. Batting .333, he does have a home run and 2 RBI in the tournament. And Jon Lonborg on the mound with the first pitch. And that's through the right field, past Hebner, and that will be a base hit. The first hit of the game, and goes to the 1980 Phillies, and that's Manny Trio at first. Mike Schmidt up to bat. He is 0 for 8 in this tournament. Trio at first, being held by Hebner with 1 out. 1-1 pitch. There goes Trio. Up with it is McCarver, and he will be late. And a steal for Manny Trio. So he sets himself up at second with Mike Schmidt. And a run is available out there at second base. 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. He's 0 for 9 in this tournament. And he just struck out. So 2 outs. Trio still at second. And here's Luzinski. He doesn't have a hit in this tournament either. 0 for 9. Surprisingly, 1980 has gotten this far with Schmidt and Luzinski not hitting the ball. 2 outs. Trio at second. Full count to Luzinski. And he hit him. Lonborg just put Luzinski on first with 2 outs. And Gary Maddox, the center fielder, will bat. Batting .333 with an RBI. 2 base runners on, 2 outs here in the top of the first. Just getting started here at Veterans Stadium. 2 strikes. Fly ball center field. Moving little back is Maddox. And Maddox will catch Maddox. And that's the 3rd out. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 left. The 1977 Phillies come up to bat for the first time. Larry Christenson on the mound. He'll have a defense behind him of Lonnie Smith in left, Gary Maddox in center, Bake McBride in right, Mike Schmidt at third, Larry Bow at short, Manny Trio at second, and Pete Rose at first. Gary Maddox up to plate, Bob Boone's catching, and Larry Christenson is the right-hander on the mound. And Gary Maddox is batting .500 with 2 RBI in the tournament. Leading off here in the bottom of the first. 1-1 pitch from Christenson. Trying to get to the championship round. Ground ball, weakly hit to first. Rose is up with it. He'll flip to Christenson covering, and that's the first out. And here's Richie Hebner, the left-handed batting first baseman. .429 batting average in these playoffs. No RBIs, no home runs. First out of the inning. And a 1-2 pitch. Christenson, ground ball to first, and there is Rose, and he'll get the second out unassisted. So Rose has made both plays here in the bottom of the first. Mike Schmidt is up to bat. .500 batter for the 1977 Phillies, unlike the goose egg for the 1980 team. He does have a home run and 5 RBI in this tournament. So Christenson to face him with 2 outs. First pitch. Line to center, and that should drop for a base hit. It does. Falls in front of Maddox. First hit of the game for the 1977 Phillies, and it'll put Greg Luzinski up to bat. 1 home run, 4 RBI, 125 batting average for Luzinski, the left fielder. Mike Schmidt at first with 2 outs. See if he's on the move. He's being held by Rose. 1 strike pitch, he holds. Up the middle, base hit for Luzinski. Maddox fields it, and Schmidt will stop at second. So that'll put runners at first and second with 2 outs, and here's Bake McBride. Left-handed batting right fielder, batting .250, no home runs or RBI. Schmidt on second, Luzinski at first with 2 outs. Trying to draw the first score of the game here for the 1977 Phillies. 1 strike pitch. That's lined to left, and that should drop. It will. It drops in front of Smith. The throw home is late, and Mike Schmidt scores the first run of this game, and it's 1-0 on the base hit by Bake McBride. So the 1977 Phillies take the lead. I've stated several times I believe they're the favorite in this tournament. It was either them or the 1976 team, but 77 has survived and moved on, having been beaten by the 77 team. The 76 team was beaten by the 77 team before. So Jay Johnstone with 2 outs, 3 singles now have led to a run. Luzinski now at second and McBride at first. Luzinski is not the fastest of runners. Here's the first pitch. Lined up the middle. That will be a base hit. And here comes Luzinski around third. He will score the second run of this inning and the second run for the 1977 Phillies as Johnstone follows McBride. And it's 2-0. So Christenson in trouble early in this game, and they've got bullpen ready. Should they need him, they don't want this game to get too far out of control. Tim McCarver to bat, 33 batting. No home runs and RBI. 4 straight singles have led to 2 runs. We have base runners at first and second. Full count. Line to left, that's down the line, and here comes the third run of the inning. Bake McBride will score. Johnstone to third, and the 5th single of this inning. Leads to another run, and it's first and third. Now with 2 outs, and Christenson, how much longer do they go with him? They do have Bob Walk available. Do they use Steve Carlton though? I mean, they've got to keep this game in control. Sizemore batting. 5 singles in a row against Christenson here in the first. 3-0. First and third and 2 outs. They do have Carlton available should they need him. Because then you're going to be, I don't know, stuck with Bob Walk to start the next game or Marty Bystrom. They're going to bring in, well, they don't want this game to get out of control. I had this concern the last game I played. Let's see. Bob Walk is coming in to pitch. Larry Christenson is done already. So Christenson goes 2/3 of an inning, faces 7 batters. Bob Walk will come in. Let's see what he is. So an early exit for Larry Christenson. To see if he can get this out. 2 outs, 5 consecutive singles have led to 3 runs. And Bob Walk on the mound. 11-7 in 27 games, 4.57 ERA. He needs an out. First pitch to Sizemore. Fly ball, center field. Drifting to his left is Maddox, and that will be the 3rd out. So Walk does get out of the inning. 3 runs, 5 hits, 5 all singles. 3 runs, 5 singles, and 2 left. After 1, the 1977 Phillies lead 3-0. So here comes Jon Lonborg with a lead, facing McBride, Smith, and Boone. Got to get things started here. Don't want to fall too far behind. First pitch from Lonborg to McBride. Popped to the left side, just inside foul ground, and there's Schmidt, and that's the 1st out. Lonnie Smith will bat. 375 batting average, 3 RBI in this tournament. 1 strike pitch. That's fly to center. Coming in on it. Oh, no, it's popped in the infield. Looked like it was going to the outfield, but Larry Bowa will grab it. And that's the 2nd out. 2 outs. And we have Bob Boone. 2 outs here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Struck him out. So that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3. Go the 1980 Phillies. Bottom of the 2nd inning. And Bob Walk will be the pitcher, and he'll face Bowa. And then the top of the order, Maddox and Hebner. Here we go. Bob Walk got the last out in that big bottom of the 1st for the 1977 Phillies. Full count from Bob Walk, outside and low on a changeup, and that's a walk. And here comes the top of the order. We're back around to the top of the order. Maddox 0 for 1. Bo is a steal threat at first. Full count. Popped in the infield on the right side. Coming in is Rose, and he'll grab it, and that's the 1st out. 1 out, Richie Hebner. 0 for 1. Bo is still at first. He's a steal threat. Up 3-0. He may be on the move. There's a hole on the right side of the infield. He does run. And the throw will not go to second. He will steal second base standing up. So Bowa now is at second. Trying to add on here. Possibly put this game at least partially away. Are the 1977 Phillies. So here's Hebner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Little dribbler on the right side. In on it is Trio, and does not make a throw. And that'll be a base hit for Hebner to put base runners at 1st and 3rd. That was weakly hit. And some more trouble for the 1980 Phillies. With Mike Schmidt, Luzinski, and McBride coming up here with 1 out. How long do you go with Walk? Because you got Steve Carlton. You might have to use him. Bob Walk. And I'm going to take a chance. And we're going to go with Steve Carlton. Carlton will pitch. So Carlton will come in. He would be the next game starter, and he needs to pitch now. So 2/3 of an inning for him, 2/3 of an inning for Walk and Christenson, and here's Carlton to come in and save this. He needs to put this fire out now. Only 10 batters in and the third pitcher for the 1980 Phillies as they try to end this scoring chances here in the first 2 innings. Mike Schmidt against Steve Carlton. 3 balls, no strikes. Walked him and the bases are loaded. This game could get really ugly here very soon if Carlton does not get control of it. 1 out, bases are loaded. 3-0, 1977 Phillies. Base hit for Luzinski and scored his last time. Nowhere to put him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fly ball, left field, that is hit deep and far and gone. And we have a grand slam home run from Greg Luzinski, and I don't know about, it's only the second inning, but this game may be over. A grand slam home run for Greg Luzinski has now just put the lead up to 7-0. And the 1977 Phillies may have just got their ticket to the championship round. 4 runs in this inning, 7 for the game, and it's 7-0. How long do you go with Carlton? Because you may need him in the next game. So it's 7-0. And here is Bake McBride. Carlton can't even end this inning. Base hit and scored. His last time was McBride. 2-1 pitch from Carlton. Ground ball weakly hit to short. There's Schmidt. He won't make a play to first, and that's another hit. The 8th hit for the 77 team, and they put a base runner at first base. And here's Jay Johnstone. He singled his last time. Just about every one of them have been on base so far. And we're only in the second inning. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball to first. Rose goes to short, and the short go to first, and they do get the double play to end the inning. So a 3-6-6-3 double play does end the inning, but not before they score 4 runs on 3 hits, and they leave nobody. They lead it 7-0 to the 1977 Phillies, and we are only heading to the top of the 3rd. Lonborg has a big cushion here. 7-0, top of the 3rd. Is this game over already? We'll see. They got to start mustering something. And here's the first pitch to Boa. Weakly hit to the mound, and Lonborg will make the play, and he will beat it out. Boa will beat out the play and get an infield single. So Lonborg took his time, and Boa beats it out, and he will end up at first. They're not holding Boa. Here's Rose. He's 0 for 1. Full count. Boa at first. He's running. Ground ball to first. Picked up by Hebner, and he'll take it unassisted for the first out. 1 out. And here's Tria. So Boa's at second now with 1 out, trailing 7-0. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball center field. Drifting to his right is Maddox. He'll make the play. Boa will not tag. So 2 outs, and here's Mike Schmidt, who struck out his first time. 2 outs, run out there on base pass, waiting. Could be a big run. They need to get something started. 2 outs. Here's Schmidt. He has not had a hit in this tournament. 2-1 pitch. Fly ball. That's pretty deep out to right field, right center field. And it is its first hit of this tournament. And wakes up 1980 Philadelphia Phillies with a 2-run home run here in the 3rd inning. Boa will score ahead of him, and it's 7-2. So now there's life, as they've gotten 2 runs back here in the top of the 3rd. Is this going to be one of those games? I once did a 14-13 game. That was pretty wild. I think the team was down 7 runs and won 14-13. So we'll see. We're still early. And here's Luzinski with 2 outs. Got hit by a pitch his first time. First pitch. And that's lined to short, or no, the 3rd, and that's Schmidt, and that's the 3rd out. But they do get 2 runs on 2 hits. Nobody left. And after 2.5, 7-2, the 1977 Phillies still lead, and Steve Carlton is on the mound. We're going to leave him on the mound for another inning. He'll face McCarver, Sizemore, and Boa. McCarver is 1 for 2, or 1 for 1 with an RBI. And a 1-2 pitch from Carlton. Ground ball to second. There's Trio, he'll make the play. 1 out. Fireworks already here. We're only barely 3 innings into this game. Here's Carlton to face Sizemore, who flew out to center. 1-ball pitch. Hard hit to first, and Rose will make the play, and unassisted, and that's 2 outs. So Carlton settling down now. And here's Boa. He walked, stole a base, and scored his first time. 2 outs, 2 quick outs. First pitch to Boa. Fly ball left field. Coming in on it is Smith, and he will grab it. So a 1-2-3 inning. So the fire has been put out a little bit. 7-2, 1977 Phillies lead, heading to the 4th. So it looks like it's a Jim Lonborg, Steve Carlton game now. And Gary Maddox will bat. Flew out to center field. His first time. McBride and Smith to follow. Trying to get back in this game. 1-ball pitch to Maddox. And that's popped in the infield. On the right side, coming in on it is Sizemore. He'll grab it. That's the first out. Still a 5-1 lead. And here's Bake McBride. 0 for 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Line to left. That'll be a base hit for McBride with 1 out. So a base runner, and Lonnie Smith will bat. He is 0 for 1. So they have a base runner here in the top of the 4th. 1 ball, no strikes. Grounded to short. Boa up with it. And threw it wildly. That's an error on Boa. So they get a gift. An E6. And that will put runners at first and second. So this is how you get back into a game. You open the door with errors, and then things happen. So, two on and 1 out. And here's Bob Boone. He struck out his first time. So a little bit of stirring here for the 1980 team. First pitch from Lonborg. Grounded to first. Over to short, and they will get the double play. Oh, he's safe. Boone beat it out. So a fielder's choice. On the play, Hebner went to short, or to second, to try to get a double play. They do get an out. So now there's 2 outs and runners on first and third. Opportunity here to put another run on the board and draw closer for the 1980 team. 2 outs, Boone at first, McBride at third. 2-2 pitch. Grounded sharply to third, and it's through. It went past Schmidt at third base. Will drive in a run, and what is this? Oh, a bad play for Schmidt both times. So a 2-run single comes in, and that's another error. So a base hit, 2 runs, as McBride will score, and all the way from first, Boone will score, and we have a ball game again. And that was an error don't know who it's on. Let's see who it's on. The error is on the throw from the left fielder, Luzinski. So Schmidt had a bad play. Should have scooped that one up. And then Luzinski had a bad throw to get the runner at third and enabled Boone to score. So now a runner is on second base on the E7. And we're within 3 now. 7-4. Rose can put it even closer. He's 0 for 2. Trying to mount a comeback. First pitch. Fly ball right field. Looks pretty routine. McBride in on it, and he will grab it and end that threat. But they do manage 2 more runs. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits and 2 errors. And they leave 1 on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 7-4 now. The 1977 Phillies lead. The longer they stay in it, the longer Carlton stays on the mound. And here's Maddox to lead it off, followed by Hebner and Schmidt. So the lead is not as comfortable as it once was. Trying to get those runs back. 1-ball pitch from Carlton. Grounded to first. And Rose will make the play, and that's the 3rd time Maddox has hit the ball to Rose. First out, here's Hebner. Singled, and he did score on the grand slam last time. He is 1 for 2. Carlton, first pitch. Fly ball right field, that's pretty well hit. Back to the warning track goes Smith, and that will be the 2nd out. Gave it a ride to left field, but 2 outs, and here's Mike Schmidt. He has singled and scored. He has walked and scored. 2 outs. 1-2 pitch. Struck him out on a changeup. And Carlton is into this game now. We have finished 4. 7-4 still in favor of the Phillies of 1977. And here's Lonborg in the 5th inning. 3rd time through, Trio, Schmidt, and Luzinski. Trio is 1 for 2. He has a stolen base. Trying to get more runs. 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. And that's a curveball. 1 out. And here's Mike Schmidt. Hit a 2-run home run his last time. He's 1 for 2. We've had some action so far, and we're only in the 5th. 1-2 pitch to Mike Schmidt. Fly ball, right field, but over to his left is McBride. He'll grab it, and that's 2 outs. Greg Luzinski hit by a pitch, lined out. Turn off my phone volume. We've already had a dog. The dogs interfere, and I don't want the phone to interfere. So, all right, here's Greg Luzinski with 2 outs. He is 0 for 1. 2-strike pitch from Lonborg. Struck him out on the outside. He didn't swing. And that's the 3rd out. A sinker got him. So 2 strikeouts that inning for Lonborg. 4.5 in the book, and it's 7-4. 1977 Phillies lead. Here's Carlton. 2 2/3. A walk and a strikeout. Luzinski with a grand slam home run his last time. He's 2 for 2, 4 RBI, and 2 runs scored. To lead it off. Here in the bottom of the 5th, 1-2 pitch from Carlton. Ground ball sharply. Oh, Rose. It hit off Rose, and it goes into right field for a base hit. So Luzinski is 3 for 3. Starts things off here in the bottom of the 5th. Bake McBride, he is 2 for 2, an RBI and a run scored. 9 hits already for the 1977 team. Most of that came in the first 2 innings. Luzinski at first, likely not a threat to steal. They're not holding. Yes, they are holding him. They're not going to hold him. Not going to hold him at first. 1-2 pitch. Struck him out looking. Struck him out. Curveball. Second strikeout, I believe, for Carlton. And one out, and here's Jay Johnstone. 1 for 2, he has an RBI. Luzinski still at first, they will not hold him. One out. Carlton trying to hold down the fort here, keep him in the game. 3 balls, no strikes, that's outside, ball 4. Curveball missed, and we have first and second with 1 out. Trying to get some of these runs back. And McCarver will bat. 1 for 2 and an RBI. Luzinski at second, Johnstone at first. 1-2 pitch from Carlton with 1 out. Weakly hit to the pitcher, Carlton. He will hold it, and he tries to decide. And they get the out at second. Okay. Whew. I was trying to figure out what he was doing. So the fielder's choice allows a base runner to first, and Luzinski goes to third. So that's 2 outs. Carlton was a little slow there to get Johnstone at second. Here's Sizemore. He is 0 for 2. He's the only batter, I think, that hasn't reached base. Well, no, Maddox at the top didn't reach base yet. 1-2 pitch from Carlton. Struck him out on the outside corner. Caught him looking, and a curveball, and that's the 3rd out. So, 2 strikeouts that inning for Carlton. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 left. We've completed 5. It's 7-4. The 1977 Phillies lead. Jon Lonborg will face Gary Maddox, McBride, and Smith, leading by 3. This might be his last inning. We'll see. He's at 69 pitches. 1-2 pitch. Struck him out looking. Sinker got him, and that's 1 out. That is number 5 for Lonborg against no walks. 1 out, and here's Bake McBride. 1 strike pitch. Fly ball center field. Incoming is Maddox. He better hustle, and he got it. 2 outs. Here's Lonnie Smith. 0 for 2. He reached base on an error. His last time. Lonborg looking for a 1-2-3. Inning, this in the top of the 6th. And here's the first pitch to Smith. Ground ball to third, and it's past Schmidt again. The sure-handed Schmidt at third has made some terrible fielding here in this game. That's the second one that got by him that he probably should have gotten. So the single puts Smith at first with 2 out, and here's Boone. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored. He struck out. He is 0 for 2. Smith at first, being held by Hebner. He is a threat to steal. 1-2 pitch. He holds. Ground ball to short. Up with it is Boa. He will flip to Sizemore, and that'll be the 3rd out. So a 6-4 putout ends the inning. No runs, a hit, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th, and it is 7-4. The 1977 Phillies lead. Carlton is approaching his 4th inning of relief work here. And it'll be Boa, Maddox, and Hebner. How much longer do they let Carlton go? Because they do want him around for the next games. So let's see if he pitches this inning, and then that's it. 7-4. Boa is 0 for 1. He has scored a run and stolen a base. 2-2 pitch from Carlton. Ground ball sharply to third. There's Schmidt. Makes a nice play to first, and that's the 1st out. Gary Maddox, top of the order, 0 for 3. He's hit 3 balls to Rose at first. 3-1 pitch from Carlton. Fly ball, well hit. Left field, that's going deep, deep, and that is in the seats in the 2nd level, or the 1st level, but looks like the 2nd level. And that's well hit, 402 feet, and that's a home run for Gary Maddox. The 2nd home run off Carlton. believe. And it is now 8-4. This might be the last batter for Carlton, with Hebner up to 65 pitches. So here's Hebner against Carlton. 1 for 3. He has scored a run. They added 1. Here's the first pitch. That's lined out to center. Going back is Maddox. He will not get it. It will hit the wall. And Hebner will end up at second base with a double, and I think they're going to go to the bullpen. So Carlton will be done. Having faced hitters. So he will be done with this in the game. 4 innings of work. He at least kept them closer, and they're going to need him later. So they're going to go to the bullpen. Carlton is a little tired, but not bad. And they will go with who's up? Oh, Mike Schmidt. Okay. Dickie Knowles, Ron Reed. Who's up? Okay. Warren Brewster. They're going to go with Warren Brewster. Both bullpens are not used up, so they got plenty of pitchers, but they don't want to blow them too much in this game. With the moving, if the loser moves into the loser's bracket, they don't want to burn the whole bullpen. So Brewster is in. The 1980 Brewster, 6 batters. So right-hander. 2-2 during the season, 26 games, 3.72 ERA. So right-hander Warren Brewster with Hebner at second and Mike Schmidt batting. 1 for 2. He has scored 2 times. He has struck out once. Trying to add on here. Put this game away. 3-2 pitch to Mike Schmidt. And that's lined to right center field. That will score Hebner with the 9th run. And Schmidt will end up at second base as Maddox retrieves it in center field. And another double, back-to-back doubles, lead to another run. So it's 9-4. And here is Luzinski to face Brewster. Luzinski to face Brewster with 1 out, 2 runs in. Schmidt at second, 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. Finally get out Luzinski, who is 3 for 3. So now 2 outs, and here's Bake McBride, who is 2 for 3. He's driven in a run and scored a run. Schmidt at second base, 2 outs. You're in the top, or the bottom of the 6th. First pitch. That's lined to right center field. That will score. Mike Schmidt with the 10th run and another double as they have difficulty out there in right center field. And that will be a double for Bake McBride. This game is getting out of control. 3rd run this inning, 10 for the game now. And Jay Johnstone to bat. 1 for 2 with a walk. 2 outs, Bake McBride it now at second. So back, we've had 3 doubles this inning and a home run have led to 3 runs. 1 strike pitch. That's lined to right, and that's over, and that will drop. It will drop in front of McBride, and another run will score. So another big inning. For the 1977 team, who have basically probably put this game away now. 11-4. Brewster is still in the game. And he will face McCarver now. And then Sizemore. 2 outs here. Jay Johnstone at first. They will not hold him. First pitch. That's popped in the infield on the right side. Incoming is Trio, and he will make the catch. A big inning for the 1977 team to add to their lead as they score 4 runs on 5 hits and leave 1 on base. After 6, it is 11-4, the 1977 Phillies lead. Jon Lonborg at 81 pitches. Going to the 7th, he has faced 26 batters. He's about at his limit. They do have plenty in the bullpen. And who's up this inning? Boa, Rose, and Trio. They could go with a left-hander. They haven't used Randy Lurch yet. And they'll use Carlton the next game. So they're going to go with Randy. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. What's Jim Cott? Jim Cott. Randy Lurch. Neither one of them are any good. They don't want to let them back in this game. 7-4. They do have left-handers to bat, so they want to switch them around. Randy Lurch will come in to pitch. So Lurch will take over. The left-hander, 26 batters, 6 innings for Lonborg. Lurch, 10-6 during the season. 32 games, 5.07 ERA. He's in to face Boa, Rose, and Trio. Let's see how many batters he can face. I believe he can face quite a few since he's a starter. .24. Okay, so he's a 24 stamina. So he could basically finish this game out, potentially. All right, here's Boa switching to the other side, trailing by 7 runs. He is 2 for 2, 2 RBIs, and a run score. Need a lot of base runners here. 1 ball, no strikes from Lurch. Ground ball to short. Boa in. We'll throw out Boa. And that'll be the first out. Top of the order, Pete Rose, 0 for 3. Not hitting well in this tournament. 167 batting average. Switching to the other side to bat right-handed. 1 ball, 2 strikes against Lurch. Ground ball to third. Schmidt does manage to make this play, and that will be the second out. As I've said, Mike Schmidt has had trouble there at third base today for this game. And here's Manny Trio, 1 for 3. He has a stolen base. 2 outs. 1 strike pitch from Lurch. Ground ball to second. There's Sizemore, and making it a 1-2-3 inning for Lurch. And we go to the stretch time here, and the score is 11-4. The 1977 Phillies lead. All right, we're back. 1980 Phillies will go to the bullpen. And they will put in, I believe they'll put in Randy Lurch also. So Randy Lurch will pitch, trailing 11-4. Lurch is a left-hander. And for the 1980 team, let's see what he is. .22 batters. Okay, so it's pretty similar. Okay, Randy Lurch is now pitching for both teams. 1980, he was 4-14, 5.16 ERA, 30 games pitched. He is in to face Sizemore, Boa, and Maddox, trailing 11-7 here in the bottom of the 7th. Destined for the loser's bracket is the loser of this game, and right now it's 1980. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Boa, or to Sizemore. And that's fly to center. Maddox drifting in, and he makes the catch. 1 out, and Larry Boa to bat. Boa is 0 for 2. He has scored a run, and he has stolen a base. Kind of anticlimactic right now. These two teams made it this far in the winner's bracket. 1977 showing their power today. 2-2. Coming from Lurch. That's well hit. Well, not too bad. And that's out to left, and that's Lonnie Smith with the catch. 2 outs, and here's Maddox. Homered his last time. He's 1 for 4. Batting .417 in this tournament. 2-strike pitch from Lurch. Ground ball to third. Oh, missed by Schmidt. And that will put Maddox at first. That was hard hit. And another hit for the 1977 Phillies. So both teams, Mike Schmidt has not had a good day, I guess, fielding the ball. That seemed like a pretty routine play there, and he didn't make it. And here's Hebner with 2 outs. Hebner has doubled, scored. He has singled and scored. So he's 2 for 4. .455 batting average in this tournament. Maddox at first, he's not being held. 1-strike pitch. That's line to right, and that's another hit. That's the 16th hit for the 1977 Phillies, and they put base runners at first and second. 2 outs. And here's Schmitty. Schmitty has scored 3 times in this game. He's 2 for 3. And he has walked and struck out. Batting .545 in this tournament with 6 RBIs and a home run. 2 outs and Randy Lurch. 1-1 pitch. And that gets past Boone and will move him on. That's a wild pitch. All right, now it's second and third with 2 outs. 2-1 pitch. That's up the middle, and grabbing it is Boa on a nice play to his left, and he'll make the final out. Throw to first to Boa. From Boa to Rose, and that's the 3rd out, and they leave 2 base runners. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We have completed 7, and it's 11-4, the 1977 Phillies lead. The 1977 version of Randy Lurch is on the mound. And he will face Mike Schmidt, Greg Luzinski, and Gary Maddox. Schmidt has a 2-run home run in this game. His only hit in this tournament so far. 1-strike pitch from Lurch. Grounded to Schmidt at third. He does make the play. A bad throw, though, to first. And that will be an error on Mike Schmidt. Another bad play by Schmidt. I think that's his 3rd one in this game. He's usually a good defensive third baseman. He's not playing well on either team at third base. So a leadoff base runner with Schmidt at first will not be held. Hebner behind him. And here's Luzinski, 0 for 2. 2-2 pitch, grounded to second. There's Sizemore, over to Boa, and Boa over to Hebner, and that's a double play. 4-6-3, double play, 2 outs, wipes out the error. And it will be Gary Maddox, 0 for 3, trailing by 7. Here's the first pitch. Grounded to short, there's Boa. Takes his time and throws it to Hebner, and that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3. Well, not technically 1, 2, 3, but 3 outs. And we have completed 7.5. And it's 11-4. 1977 Phillies lead, and they are 1 inning away from winning in the winner's bracket. And the 1980 team would go to the loser's bracket. Here's Randy Lurch for 1980. He'll face Greg Luzinski, Bake McBride, and Jay Johnstone. Luzinski is 3 for 4. He has a grand slam home run. He has scored twice. Big game for him. Full count from Lurch. Grounded to third, it's weak. Schmidt will make the play. It's a low throw, but he makes the play, and that's the first down. Here's Bake McBride. He is 3 for 4, 2 RBI. He has scored twice. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the 1980 Phillies. 11 runs, 16 hits, and 3 errors for the 1977 Phillies. A couple of those errors did hurt the 1977 team back, I believe, in the 4th inning, giving up 2 runs, but 1977 team has broken it open further since then. So 1 out. Here's Bake McBride. First pitch from Lurch. Popped in the infield, just outside home plate, and Boone will grab it, and that's the second out. Johnstone to step in, and I think they will pinch hit for him. So a pinch hitter will come in. It'll be Davey Johnson to pinch hit for Jay Johnstone. Johnson will come in. Pinch hit. All right, Davey Johnson. He is 0 for 3 in this tournament. And Randy Lurch to face him here in the bottom of the 8th with 2 outs. And a full count. Line to left, that's a base hit. Over to his right is Smith. He will cut it off. And Johnson will have the 17th hit of this game for the 1977 Phillies. And Tim McCarver to bat. I'll let him bat. He is 1 for 4 with an RBI. Randy Lurch to face McCarver. I mean, they could put Boone in if they... Are they going to pinch hit with Boone? They're up by 7 runs, but they could give McCarver a break. So they're going to put Boone in to pinch hit. He'll go to catch. So Bob Boone will get an at-bat here in this tournament. He is 1 for 3 so far. Johnson at first with 2 outs as Boone will bat against Lurch. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to second. Up with it is Trio. He will take it himself. And that'll be the 3rd out. On the fielder's choice. And no runs. 1 hit, 1 left. And we head to the 9th inning. And 3 more outs. And the 1977 team will move on in the winner's bracket. So Boone will catch. Johnson will play first base, or will be the DH. They don't want to make any other changes. And Randy Lurch, on in his 3rd inning, will try to finish this game and give the win to Lonborg. So here's Bake McBride, Smith, and Boone to follow. Bake is 1 for 3. Here's Lurch. 1-ball pitch. That's well hit to right field. That's back. And it's right in front of the warning track, and that's the first out. So he gave it a ride. Stays in the ballpark, and that's 1 out. Here's Lonnie Smith. 1 for 3. First pitch from Lurch. That's well hit to right field, but moving very little is McBride. That'll be the 2nd out. 2 quick outs here in the 9th to finish things off. Bob Boone will bat. 2 outs, trailing by 7. 2-1 pitch. Popped in the infield. This should be it. Boa in near the pitcher's mound, and that'll be the 3rd out. A 1-2-3 inning to close things out. And Lurch does his job, pitches 3 innings. And Lonborg will win. The 1977 team wins the winner's bracket. And we'll wait the winner of the loser's bracket final between 1980 Phillies and the 2008 Phillies. 2 World Series teams and champions facing each other to move to the championship round. So, the winning pitcher, Lonborg, No save, I don't think, unless you give him a save because he pitched 3 innings, which, eh. Um, 2 innings for him. Okay, so that concludes this game, and we will go to the recap of this game. It turned out a little worse than I thought, as the 1977 Phillies show their power here and really got going in the early going with 7 runs in the first 2 innings and didn't look back. A little closer by the 4th, 7-4, but they concluded with 4 runs in the 6th and put this game away. So we go down here. Player of the game is Greg Luzinski with a grand slam home run. 3 for 4, I believe. Let's look at the chart here. 3 for 5 with 4 RBIs, 2 runs scored. So Luzinski gets the player of the game. And 3 hours and 17 fake minutes on a cool, clear night. And the winning pitcher is Jon Lonborg. They do give a save to Randy Lurch with 3 innings of work. Faced 9 batters in 3 innings. I think he got through everybody. 1, 2, 3. Yep, he did. So nothing for his record, as Lonborg gave up 4 runs. 2 of them were earned because there were 2 errors that inning. Losing pitcher is Larry Christenson. Pitched 2/3 of an inning, gave up 3 runs. And he only faced 7 batters, followed by Walk, who faced 4 batters. In an inning and a half, it was already 5-0. So, and then Carlton came in, and followed by Brewster and Lurch to finish things out. So the 1980 Phillies pitching was not very good, and the hitting for 1977 really showed in this game. 3 errors by the 1977 team didn't seem to do too much to them, although they allowed them to get a little closer in the 4th. But Mike Schmidt had a bad defensive game here in this game for both teams, it seems, I think. While he didn't get an error in the 77 team, he was a little shaky over there at times. But other than that, we did have home runs. Schmidt had a home run for the 1980 team. Greg Luzinski had a grand slam. And Gary Maddox hit a solo home run for the 1977 team. So, the 1977 team, as I pretty much expected, will be in the championship round of this tournament. And they await the 2008 winner to see who will be crowned the winner of this tournament. So, the final totals here on this game. The losing team, Phillies, 1980, 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors. The 1977 Phillies, 11 runs, 17 hits, and 3 errors. The winning pitcher, Jon Lonborg. A save goes to Randy Lurch. The losing pitcher is Larry Christenson. So we have concluded the winners bracket final for this tournament. 3 games in, 1977 is doing their job. And we'll leave this game. And we'll save it. Not one of the better games of this tournament, by far. So, we can finish today, because we finished both games. The previous game, as you can see, the 2008 team moves on, beating the 1993 Philadelphia Phillies. So we'll continue this today. Move on. And we will have the losers bracket in the next game day. And I suspect 1980 is going to have to pitch Dick Ruthven in the next game, and they will face the number 1 starter for the 2008 team, Cole Hamels. Let's see how tired 1980 Carlton is, because he had to come in and at least put the fires out. He's not too bad, I guess. So he could pitch in the championship games if they get past. He's tired. He's 45%. So he might be okay to pitch in that. Didn't want to go too far with him in that game. They wanted to give him a chance, and he did give him a chance up to a point, and then it kind of fell apart. So All right, let's see. Let's go back to the scores. The next game will be on the next game day. So we have finished this. Let's go to the bracket. And we will put the 1977 team where they belong. And they will move on. And they win the game 11-4. And they will, let's put them to the right. So they've won their games 4-0, 11-7, and 11-4. They've been very dominant in this tournament. And the losers team will go here, and that will be 1980. To face, so the two World Series teams will face off in the final of the losers bracket to face the 1977 team in a winner for the championship. Should the 1977 team lose their next game, they will still have another game after that, because the losers bracket has to beat them twice. So we're almost done. That's a good game here. We have not eliminated a team, so still 3 teams in it. But Carlton was used here for the, let's see, that's Lonborg there. Borg. And Christenson was used here. So October 7th, it's going to be Ruthven. It's going to be Ruthven against Hamels, 2008. So Hamels will be here, and Ruthven will be there on 3 days rest. 2 days rest, 3 days, almost 3. So I think that's probably the best to do, because it's a championship game. You want your best pitchers out there. Let's see how his stamina is. What, 2008? Pitching. No, Hamels is, oh, I need 1980. Sorry about that. It would be Ruthven. He's still tired, but 70% slightly tired. I mean, this is a big game. They need Ruthven to pitch. They do have Bystrom, so he's in there. He could be the second pitcher. So he has not pitched very much. I don't know if he's pitched in this tournament. He has pitched an inning. Ruthven fall apart early in the game. So they do have 2 starters to go, and then maybe Carlton will be available in the championship round. He will be. Just a question of which game or how they use him. But they didn't want to use him in that game, but they had to keep the game close. They had a shot at coming back, so it was worth the chance to do that. I guess they could have pitched Bystrom instead of Carlton, but they tried to come back and do it. So it might have been a mistake. We'll see, because Carlton would have been available for the next game. But now he'll be available, maybe not for this game. If they should win, he will be available for the next one in the championship round. So you're kind of playing with one against the other. I play to win the game and move on. So it's easier. It's better to pitch in the winner's bracket than it is in the loser's bracket. So they tried to win the game. They did come back and had a shot at it, and but to no avail. So they will go with Ruthven. He's fine. 13-5 during the season. I think that's what his record is. Let's look and make sure, because sometimes this thing. Nope, 17-10, 3.55 ERA. So I don't know where this 13-5 came from, but he was 17-10 in 1980, and Bystrom was 5-0. So they got two good pitchers ready for the 2008 team. That goes against Hamels. So that will close out this game, and we will play the losers bracket final in the next one to see who plays the 1977 team for all the marbles. So we either have 2 games left or 3 in this tournament, depending on how the championship round goes. So I hope you enjoyed it. Very good game. Well, I'm exaggerating. I think it was not very good. But this 1977 team is living up to the power that they have. I still say they're the best team in this tournament, one of the two best. And they already beat 1976, so they're plowing right along. And they're going to play a World Series team in the championship round. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, that's it. And hope you enjoyed. And be safe. And until next time, we'll play the losers bracket final and get this tournament going.